Herschel Finman here. You are listening to the Jewish Hour. When I told my board up last week that I was going to be doing this show, he just already got all really excited, just real just because I suppose chocolate is like everybody's love. So with no further anything, we have online Deborah Prince, who's written a book called On the Chocolate Trail and will be coming to Detroit on February 28th to speak at the DIA's chocolate exhibit. How are you, Deborah?
Doing great. Thank you so much, Herschel. Thanks for having me on today.
Good to hear. Thank you so much for taking time. Now, everybody, you don't have to talk about chocolate. Everybody knows about chocolate. In fact, back in 2007, when the market was tanking, I actually heard a financial advisor say quite seriously that people should divest their portfolios of banking stock and buy chocolate because in times of depression, people want comfort. And what are they going to do? They're going to say, well, I can afford a chocolate bar, so chocolate stocks are going to go up. I didn't follow him because I don't have any money in the stock market at all. But so people eat chocolate when they're happy. People eat chocolate when they're depressed. Chocolate is like all over the place. So you, Debbie, wrote this book called On the Trail and turned somewhat of a hobby into something more than a hobby. How did you get your chocolate radar on?
Thank you for the question. So On the Chocolate Trail is the result of my chocolate radar, what I call my Choco Dar. It's an adult onset self-diagnosed syndrome that I have, and I've noticed comes upon me serendipitously, and it did lead to the research that led to the book On the Chocolate Trail. And I've been on the chocolate trail for a number of years doing the research, just as chocolate spread throughout the world from the new world to the old world and back to the new world. I've been following that trail in my research and now touring with the book since the book came out. And I first learned about the connections between Jews and chocolate when I was on a trip afforded by my congregation in San Diego at the time, and I was traveling in Paris, and I happened to go into a chocolate store that was not on my list of stores to visit, and I happened, Chocodar, to pick up their company literature, and I happened to read in my high school French, Chocodar, that Jews brought chocolate making to France. And in all my years of studying Judaism, from my childhood at Sunday school and confirmation and Jewish studies classes in college, and then 5 years of the Hebrew Union College seminary preparation, I had never heard this idea that Jews brought chocolate making to France. And that's really how the connection for me to chocolate as a rabbi and a person interested in Jewish life and teaching about Judaism really kicked in.